Welcome everybody to a Fate Pathfinder experience. Today we are going to be playing the first session. Congratulations, Terabyte. You've been randomly selected because the schedule went completely awry. Is aloof proper there? I think so.
I
Anyways,
don't think so.
I think we
We're
could
not
use
gonna
it.
make semantics
Um,
of it.
Mr. Owain, Owain Tohsaka, as it would be. I guess we should probably give the viewers all like probably one person a proper introduction, which is this is a Pathfinder, which is RPG based storytelling game based off of dice. I mixed in a couple of other RPG systems such as City of the Mist and Fate due to the cinematic feel that we will be having throughout the session, where it's going to be more cinematic, a lot more role playing, a lot less dice rolling, which is not going to be reflected in the opening couple of minutes of this because our dear Owain here wishes to craft some magical weapons, supposedly, as I've heard. But
I'd
this
likely fail.
and likely fail and waste all of his money.
Take 20, guys. Let's go.
Take 20. It's you got enough for a plane ticket. That's about it. But no. So this is based around the Fate anime. And we are currently in Rome. So if you don't know what that is, there is a Grail War. Grail is just
I thought you meant Rome. Do they not know what Rome is?
If you don't know what Rome is, go back to History 101. Yeah, we have larger issues if you don't know what Rome is. No, but the Holy Grail War is something which is the entire Fate anime was based off of, in which there's a Grail, which is a giant deposit of mana, which allows any spellcaster to make a single wish that they want, and then they have that. But due to the Magic Council having specific rulings, there is a competition held every year, and only one person gets their one wish, and that is what we will be role-playing today. So everyone has summoned their servants.
I thought it was every 50 years.
Then explain to me
Yeah, remember?
the two
Under
Japanese.
circumstances.
Yeah, I was about to say, explain to
Under
me.
normal circumstances.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero would have to have words with you then.
Well, Fate Zero didn't end properly, so.
Sure. But yeah, everyone has summoned their, for lack of a better term, or because this is what the show used, we call them servants. They are mythical and or historical figures of some great importance, and they possess one of the 7 classes: Saber, Lancer, Caster, Assassin, Berserker, Rider, and who am I forgetting? Archer. There you go.
Yep.
And Andrew here picked.
Well,
You
I'm
picked
sorry.
Lancer, didn't you? You picked Lancer. That's right. Okay, so we are.
Spear monkey.
He does have a spear monkey. So yes.
Spear monkey.
No,
Spear
spear
monkey in my pocket.
Spear monkey. For more contextual evidence, if it wasn't clear, he got Sun Wukong, the mythical figure from Chinese mythology, and we are. You just summoned him, and you're currently in your family's residence. Go.
So before we get going, I'm gonna go make some weapons, or really particularly one, cause I have no real way to defend myself other than you.
Oh, that's right. I've got to voice it.
Yes,
It's not
you
me.
have.
No, I do women for you.
This is role playing.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, no, you seem like a wimp, a small fry. We can do this.
Thanks. I guess.
And he's still shoving sushi in his mouth from the rotating sushi bar strip club that you went to.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What? We're not in Rome yet. We're still in Japan.
Oh, that's really
What a
awkward.
sentence.
We're not in Rome.
Rotating sushi strip bar. What a sentence.
Yeah, you know, it's just a conveyor belt with strippers that have sushi on them, and you take the sushi and leave your tip at the same time.
That's amoral.
Don't ask me, Andrew. You're the one who came up with it.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Monkey's idea to go to the
Yes,
strip club.
all the monkey's fault.
Hey, I was just the one to agree to it.
All right, Slacker, do you actually do anything useful, or am I going to have to carry the world on my shoulder again?
Ouch.
I thought it was a boulder.
Same difference. I could probably do it. It'd be fine.
Just gonna try and yeah, sure, I'm gonna try and make us a flame tongue here. Probably gonna cry of failure.
That wouldn't surprise me. Many immortals I've seen have failed. You wouldn't be the first.
Real vote of confidence there, isn't it?
Well, I mean, you gotta prove yourself first. All that you've proved to me is that you know really nice restaurants. High quality, classy joints.
I mean, I've also got basically a pentagram in the basement where you came from, so that should say more things about me than restaurant choices. But
No. Food's more important here.
So I guess at this point I'll roll the craft magic arms and armor check.
Yeah. You don't need me for that. And he just walks away.
That was not supposed to be role playing.
I know, but I'm just saying. Yes, you're going to roll your meta monkey. Yeah. So yes, I understand, but yeah, me saying yes, you go ahead and roll. The monkey is currently not in the room because he doesn't care and he wants to go out and he's exploring the town.
I'm gonna try this. That is even worse.
Yes.
For all of the wonderful viewers at not right here right now, can you pull up a picture of Sun Wukong?
Sun Wukong, like actual Sun Wukong, or the drawing of Sun Wukong that I haven't put it yet on the computer?
Oh, okay.
Do you have the physical copy of the drawing? Because you could just put it up on camera.
I can.
All right, never
It's gonna
mind.
be really blurry though.
We'll put it in post.
Yeah, it would just be
Just
posted.
edit
Just,
Edit it.
Just paste it over Snow's face.
Yeah, exactly.
What did I do?
You didn't have the drawing.
That's
I'm your
some wasted
manager,
time
sir.
and money, by the way.
Yeah. Oh no, trust me, I'm seeing this. So so there's $10,000 down the drain. So if you don't know, in order to craft a magical weapon in this game, you have to meet the prerequisites and have any required ingredients you need. Now, for the specific thing that Andrew's Owain's trying to craft, he needs $10,000. And he already meets all of the craft requirements and spell requirements. He needs very specific spells and a very specific craft magical device check. And he just failed that miserably. What is the DC for what you're trying to craft, Andrew?
I believe it's 60.
Owain, 60. Owain,
Yeah.
what? Can you send me a link? Can we fact check you?
I might be thinking of the other thing though.
What's the name of it? I can just Google this. This
Hold on.
shouldn't be that big of a problem. You're making this more difficult than it needs to be.
There it is.
We're gonna edit this out.
72 to 77.
72 to 77.
Yeah.
That's a very specific range you're trying to attempt here.
Oh, we're not editing anything. I'm letting it fly.
I'll say if you roll above a 70, I'll give it to you. Because I don't want you to waste all of your money before you actually get to the real game.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this one more time before we actually head out to Rome.
The monkey just peeks his head. Yep, you failed. Closes the door.
Wow. Okay.
How are you?
And he opens the door and he's like, "Did you know that there's this box that heats ramen up in under a minute?"
Yes, it's called the microwave.
And he just closes the door again, slurping a cup of ramen.
I swear, if that man eats all my instant ramen.
All right, you get one. Okay, do another check before you head
try
out.
one more time.
Okay, do one more time.
Nope.
They get worse with
that-
each roll. Keep going. Keep going.
The monkey opens the door. I felt a disturbance in the force. It
You
feels
don't
like
understand.
it's getting worse.
My craft is at 16. That's a 2 roll. I rolled a 2.
Andrew, you know you're supposed to be rolling D100s, right?
Yes.
Okay, you are rolling D100. No, you're rolling D20s.
That's
I'm
a
clicking
D20.
craft. I'm clicking craft. If I was just rolling a D20.
You're rolling D20s.
You're rolling a D20.
Andrew!
And I was like, there's no way he's
How am
getting
I-
there.
How
You're-
am I supposed?
If you
You're-
hover
What
over,
did roll
Just
okay,
Click
fine.
on the die, click on advanced roll, do 1 D100 plus your your ability thing,
Where's
which is
the
16.
die?
Oh my,
Where is
do you just want me to roll it for you?
Yes.
Okay.
his mods is
See-
16. We're getting
59.
somewhere now.
So then
Okay.
are we retconning the 25?
No, I think it's funny.
Because that's also a D20.
Okay, no. So this is what happens. The monkey walks in. Sun Wukong walks in. He looks at what you're doing. He hits you on the head with a stick, and he says, "Do you know the first thing about anything. Or again, am I going to have to carry the world on my shoulders? He beats you on the head, and you immediately remember that you're doing everything wrong. Luckily enough, you found an extra $20,000 under your mattress. Your father gave it to you. And there's a little note attached: pizza money for Friday night.
How much money for pizza?
$20,000
Yes. So
for one Friday night.
So yeah, you may now roll. You got all your money back. Luckily, your father really cares about you, and the monkey made you realize you're stupid. You may now roll your D100s plus your modifier of 16. But I'm still counting that 43 that I rolled for you as one of them.
How
so.
do you? Where is the die you are speaking of?
On your left-hand corner of roll 20, you will see that there is a little die symbol, and then you can go to advanced roll, select 1 D100 plus 16 because that is how much you have in your craft. Boom! That's why you have $20,000 in pizza money a week, Andrew. So you're now $20,000 down the drain. Would you like to go for strike number 3?
Third time's a charm.
I believe in you.
I am a bad gambler.
Yeah, apparently. Would you like the monkey to try this? I'm just kidding. He doesn't have craft.
Does the monkey know this skill?
He doesn't have craft. He's gonna make fun of you for it, though.
What are some of these rolling additions, optional addition settings, exploding?
Hey man, you never know. What if you want exploding dice? It's pretty dramatic. Add some flair.
Nope, I give up.
Okay, the monkey he literally pats you on the shoulder and he says, There, pal. It's okay. We all fail all the time, sometimes.
Some of us more than others.
Some of us more than others, mostly you more than me. But that's okay. We balance each other out. We'll work on it on the plane ride.
Fair enough.
What am I gonna do for 12 hours on a plane? Just starts to stroke his chin.
Rock, paper, scissors for 20 hours.
No. I was thinking about doing some hang gliding.
Off a plane?
Yeah. What else? Yeah, just to tie a rope. Is just pop a parachute. It'll be fine. Trust me. They won't even notice the wind drag, the residual drag. It'll be fine. What else was I planning on doing? I hear they have these customer care menus on where I can order things in the plane and have them now.
You talking about an air mall?
Yes, one of those. I'm gonna buy everything on that just to see what it does.
You get the item you ordered?
No, but I want to see what all the items do. It could be a fun experience. Also, let's see.
Probably just knickknacks and stuff.
I want to write down the last name and middle initial of everyone on the plane. And get all of the females' phone numbers. Try and get someone kicked out of first class and then take their seat in that order.
That's not how first class works. You can't.
If they're not using it, who's to say? Now, do you have your bag packed? He has a little knapsack on the end of his pole, and he's just walking out the door.
Yes, I've had my bags packed for weeks.
Okay, when's the plane leave?
I think a few hours from now.
Okay, we have enough time for some Dragon Ball Super. And he just sits down and turns the TV on. They don't have the flying Nimbus right. What are they even doing?
I thought Dragon Ball stopped at GT.
He hits you upside the head. Clearly not.
That's in character, by the way. I'm not an ignoramus.
No. He hits you upside the head and says, "Clearly not. You're in 2024. What do you think? This has been out for 6 years almost."
Okay then.
Doesn't even know the first thing. Just starts flipping through all the anime he can find. No. Ooh, powerful. I already have that. No. He's doing this for the next consecutive couple of hours, including eating a cup of ramen whenever his bowl empties. So whenever he's out, he gets another one.
Alrighty then. Off to Rome.
Okay. So around 2 hours passed, and you get on your plane, and he does everything that he says he does, not in the order that he said it. He does go around and try and get every female on the plane's phone number and name.
Does he
Um,
succeed?
The real
These are good
questions.
questions. These are the real questions. Let's see. Well, that's a base 18, and I don't have to tell you his stats, but short answer, wait, who's on this plane? Yes. Yes, he does.
Is one of them named Mato?
The women, no. None of the women are named Mato on this plane.
Jeez, like everybody's on the plane is Japanese.
Glares.
Japan.
No. That was a jab, and I know it. I'm refraining.
I was trying to figure out if any of my competitors were on board.
No, none of your competitors
I'm
are
not
on board.
jabbing at you. What?
No, I know. No, I thought either. Yeah. No, you're trying to metagame. I see you.
I'm not trying to metagame. My
There-
character would have expressed knowledge about the four biggest magical families.
I know.
Especially the Matos.
I
They
know.
helped form the Holy Grail War.
All right. Yes, Andrew. He gets every name and number of everyone on the plane. Some of them have little like hearts and cutesy little smiley faces next to them.
Call me.
Yeah, basically. And he is currently attempting to buy everything on the Sky Mall.
We don't have the money for everything to waste on everything on that menu.
What? Are you broke or something? This is
No.
trivial. He just keeps pushing.
They're expensive.
He just keeps scrolling down and clicking the purchase button. He's like, "What do you mean things are expensive?" Well, fine. You got the kind of cash, don't you?
If you buy everything on that menu, I might not have everything all the cash I need for when we get to Rome.
Well, maybe if you wouldn't have failed 3 times, we would have had 30 grand more.
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't see you doing any craft magic arms and armor any better.
Oh, that's all right, because I already have the best magic arms and armor. And he starts to stretch the power pole out. Ooh,
Well, I'm sorry, some of us aren't magic heroes.
Ah, you're right. That's why you summon the good.
Yet.
He's stretching his
Ah, he pats your head there. And he is making his way up to first class right now.
I'm going to watch and see if he gets kicked out.
Okay. He walks up. I need let me just so I can conceal my dice rolls.
Or you could just roll real dice.
I could just roll real dice, but that just seems
Quinn,
too
there is a way
convenient.
you can conceal your dice roll. /GR is Game Master roll in Roll20.
Hmm.
And then you put a space and put it in the dice plus whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So he finds a burly mustached man, currently enjoying a fine glass of the Texas whiskey. He's in a cowboy hat, and he just strikes up a conversation with him. And just casually, you hear him say, do you mind moving? I'm having severely bad leg cramps. So the man gingerly gets up from his seat and offers the seat to Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong then sits down, and he starts to recline the chairs. He's like, yes. Nope, they're all better now. And the man's like, oh, I'm so glad. Do you mind if I have my seat back now? He's like, what? You didn't call 5s? This is mine. Get out of here, loser. And he just points. The big burly man then proceeds to get the flight attendant on board. A huge ruckus ensues due to the fact that Sun Wukong most definitely does charm the flight attendant. She is female. And the flight attendant's like, sorry, sir, there's nothing we can do. Clearly, you didn't call 5s. And she's like, I can escort you to the seat. And now you have an angry Texan coming your way, Andrew, sitting in the only seat available in the entire plane. What in tarnation that varmint thinking he's doing sitting in my gosh darn seat?
Well, hello, sir.
Well, it's not a fine morning.
Okay, then.
He's like, I still get my free alcohol. And he points at the flight attendant. She's like, yes, of course, sir. And she brings him another bottle of whiskey. And he downs the glass
When
immediately.
does first class provide free alcohol?
Clearly, you've never flown on first class.
Have you?
No, but I read books. I watch movies. I hear things. The man pays for a deluxe package.
Okay then.
Okay, so yeah, you just have this angry man sitting next to you drinking whiskey, and Sun Wukong is relaxing up at first class watching all the free movies he wants.
It's a shame I didn't take a spell that allows me to turn wine into water.
Turn all of his alcohol into water?
I would have.
Such a schmuck. Yeah, so other than that, he's just going to relax there for another 30 minutes before trying to go hang gliding. He's watching Kung Fu Panda 3 right now.
Gliding would be significantly slower than a plane.
No, it's not. He's tethering himself to the plane and being pulled by it.
You're thinking of hang
How's he
gliding,
getting- oh,
right?
yeah.
Not paragliding?
Maybe I'm thinking of paragliding. I don't know.
What? No, sorry, parasailing.
Maybe it is parasailing? Let me double check.
You're
Are you
lucky they
thinking
don't have
about the
rear
one where you get
mirrors.
dragged by something with a parachute?
Yes. Parasailing.
That's parasailing.
Yes, he's parasailing. He's gonna go parasailing.
Okay. Well, let's see how I'm go. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. Don't try and stop your servant whatsoever. This is great. So in about 30
What was
minutes, I said you don't try and stop him whatsoever. This is great. So he 30 minutes goes by. You see him get up out of the Texan's seat. He is just walking back with a flight attendant very flirtatiously, and they're just walking down. And they're chatting. She's giggling, and then finally the Texan says, "Oh, finally, he's out of my seat," and just walks over and plops back down very angrily, where he was before, and turns off Kung Fu Panda 3, even though it's in the middle of the fight scene. It's very sad. And you just hear the flight attendant saying, "Oh yes, Mr. Wukong, the cargo bay is right this way." And he is being led down,
Who's the luggage?
being led down a ladder. And about 15 minutes later, you hear, and the captain goes, "This is your captain speaking. We don't mean to raise any alarms, but it seems somehow the back hatch is opened up, and we're experiencing some minor drag, so you might be experiencing some turbulence right now. But other than that, we have only lost 25% of the passengers' luggage. It's okay. It's currently somewhere in mid-eastern China. I'm sure we can pick that up on our return flight back, scheduled in 2 weeks from now. But yeah, other than that, everyone, have a good day."
I swear if he lost my luggage.
And yes, the plane's landing in around 15-20 minutes, and you just hear the captain coming back down. So we're a little delayed from usual due to the fact that we've been experiencing mild wind resistance for unknown reasons. There are rumors of a monkey strapped to the back of the plane with a parachute, having been traveling at a couple 100 miles per hour. But don't worry, sources say that the monkey is alive and well. On other news, sources also say that he may have been the reason why we lost 50% of the passengers' luggage. In other news, we will be landing in Italy in just a few minutes now. Thank you.
I do have a quick question.
To whom? Me?
You, the
Yeah.
GM.
Yeah, what do you need?
So we lost luggage in mid-eastern China.
Yep.
And then the plane was landing in 15 minutes.
No. I said some time went by, and then you were landing.
I missed that part then.
Yeah. It's a little bit of time went by. No. I mean, Italy's not that far from China. You just got to cross like India and Pakistan and a couple
we
other
were
places.
in Japan.
Yeah, I know. A couple hours went by. I mean, this man had enough time to go around to every female passenger on the entire plane,
This is
and
like a
get their name and
300
number.
person plane right here.
kick a man out of first class, and go parasailing. And your question,
watch the majority of Kung Fu Panda.
and watch the majority of Kung Fu Panda 3, which is how I spent my time when flying on Air Japan.
Is it really?
Just a little known fact. Besides the point. Yes. Quality movie. Besides the point, so yeah, you're going to be landing in Italy in about 15 minutes. So the seatbelt sign comes on, and yeah, tells you to turn off all electronics. The hostess is coming around cleaning up all your soda cans, peanut wrappers, what have you. And you just land in Italy.
So do we land then?
Yeah, you land eventually.
Does the pilot pass his fly check? That was a sarcastic question.
Oh, that's not what I want to do. GM roll. There we go. G roll. D20. Does he crit fail? Nah, you're fine. The plane moves a little bumpier than usual. You hear and as it lands, and then someone's just shouting, "These rollerblades aren't up to date."
Where's he getting rollerblades? My goodness.
And yeah, you
Apparently
just
rollerblades are his noble phantasm.
no. Yeah, so you're just heading through the terminal. You go, hours go by because you got to make it through security, and everyone knows customs is a drag. And then yeah, you make it through. Suffice to say, let's see. Did you lose your luggage? No, your luggage is fine. There is an outrageously long line at customer care.
Costumer.
Costumer care.
Yes, costumer care. Shameless plug, James speech. And yeah, so there's an outrageous line. Everyone's complaining. A monkey hanging out back, delayed flight, lost luggage. Just a few phrases that you hear thrown about at a whim. The poor woman at the behind the desk, behind the kiosk, is looking absolutely frazzled, has no idea what's going on, and she doesn't understand why people are raving about monkeys in the middle of the conversation about lost luggage or plane flight. And she reassures them that no primates are allowed on board a plane.
Well, I'm glad they didn't let any of them Pokemon on.
Anyways, so you get through customs, you get your luggage, you're heading out the main door, and you just see Wukong in a white fedora, gold sunglasses, and holding a pair of roller skates on his stick, and he's just standing there like, took you long enough. Geesh, all I had to do was dodge 15 security guards and go under a toll bridge.
You say that it's like you say that as if it's like crossing a crosswalk.
Isn't it? What's a crosswalk?
No! Not for people who can't turn ethereal.
Well, I mean, I didn't even need to. I just power pulled up in the air and then fell back down. Well, anyways, do you have any genius plans, or are we just when in Rome?
The first step would be to go to the Holy Church of Rome and register ourselves into the war.
What? You didn't have to do that? What's wrong with you?
I haven't been to Rome!
So slacking. You can do it in any local Catholic church district. You know that.
Do we need to change pages? Do we need
Yes,
maps?
we can now change pages.
Alright, this is gonna be interesting.
Yes, so Andrew, give it a second. Do you need to move us to the map?
I already moved you to the map.
Already moved. We're still seeing the Colosseum. Meanwhile, we have technical difficulties.
No, on my end you're
We're
there.
having technical difficulties.
Andrew, do you see a giant map of Rome?
I see a giant ruined Colosseum.
Ah, that's what I see.
I don't know what's going on. Can you guys just hit your reconnect buttons?
Sure. I can do this.
Because you should have moved.
Ah, there it is. I've got it. All right, Andrew. Now, I tried to hand draw this, but then M insisted that I was crazy.
I am not seeing it.
Andrew, we're not seeing you either.
I'm seeing Andrew.
I don't see Andrew.
Well, look at that. Technical difficulties.
We can't all be perfect.
Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my.
What?
This is not a map that you can zoom out.
Yeah, it is.
Andrew, you're dead to me on this end.
Yeah, no, we don't. We aren't getting any video from you, Andrew. I don't know why.
Let's see.
Reconnect again?
Does this do anything?
Nope. We might have lost him. Man.
We could go to a cutscene.
Ooh, cutscene.
Segue, I don't know.
A segue cutscene. All right, well, Andrew, you are currently strolling through the streets of Rome.
Oh,
There
no,
are
that's
wonderful.
not the kind of cutscene I meant. I was just like a visual
No,
cutscene.
no, cutscene time.
Oh, okay.
No. See, what we gotta do is every time we have technical difficulties.
I
you
mean,
just put in,
I
like,
have
a
a
2-second
solution. I
clip
just
of
cover your
technical
face and pretend you weren't here in the first place.
Nah.
We could do this,
I
but
could
then
do it.
we can't see Andrew's wonderful expressions.
Well, I'll wait until he gets
Not,
back.
not that he's overly expressive.
Try reconnecting again, Andrew, because it's on your end this time, not ours.
Yep, we're all good.
Once you're back, I'll put your face back in here, and when your face is back in here...
We might not care. We might not care that much to put his face back in here.
You can always turn it off, go to your... I'm just going to put us on a cutscene for a second. Like an actual... We're back, guys. Give us a minute. Alright, guys. We are back. Let me put Andrew's face back on here. Because he is an idiot, and we're back. I mean, Owain, whatever.
I'm not an idiot. This is not my fault.
It's just mostly your fault. Somehow.
Just mostly.
Speaking, it's the fault of whoever wanted to
and
switch
see
the
if I can
map.
get this recentered. Alright,
What,
technical difficulty.
what was that snarky comment, Andrew? What was that?
Technically, it's the fault of whoever wanted to switch the map of Rome.
Clearly. All my fault.
Actually,
I mean,
that
that
was
was
my
what
fault.
started the whole problem.
That would have been my fault, actually. Alright, so... Take it away, boys. Your manager has saved the day.
Now you guys will go to the Vatican.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you can go to wherever you please, Andrew.
I guess
So
they'll
here's
go
where
to the
your
Vatican.
Vatican is.
You're going to the Vatican?
No.
Yeah.
I need to put this on map player.
Okay, you go to the
So
Vatican.
that's here.
Register as the Holy War participant.
So why are you going to the Vatican?
Because that's the head. That's like the headpiece place of the Catholic Church.
Oh, you mean like I thought you meant like I thought you meant Vatican City.
No, I'm going to the Vatican.
Oh yeah. Trying to so you go to the Vatican. Okay, you walk there. Wait, no, actually, yeah. How are you getting there?
Taxi.
Take a taxi. Okay. You hop a taxi. You get there fine. It's for like I don't know.
Dude, where's the airport?
20 euros. Yes, for 20 euros.
We didn't think about where the airport was located.
That's fine. Yes, for 20 euros.
Don't worry, it's not $20,000 worth of pizza money.
Yeah. He just told us out at 20 euros.
Pizza money. So I guess I go in and find whoever's the referee this time. Not Kirei Churchman Kotomine.
Okay. Well, the cab driver, you go to get out of the cab, and he starts yelling at you
Oh yeah, right.
in Italian.
I gave him the money. I thought that was self-evident.
No, not always. Some people are bad at this and just don't want to pay. Luke.
Did he
So-
not pay?
What? No, Luke hasn't played yet. I'm just saying he seems like a stingy person who wouldn't.
I pay the man.
Okay, you pay the man. Good. So you go.
Left this on. Hey guys.
So you go ahead, you pay the man. He thanks you after grumbling because you exited his cab without paying him the first time. And then you are walking down the street towards the Vatican. You don't see Wukong.
But I feel him.
You kind of feel him, though.
You're still there, monkey boy, right?
What do you mean, still here? And why are you calling me monkey boy? Of course I'm still here. You don't...
You called me an idiot earlier. I was just getting back at you.
It's not an insult. I'm monkey man to you, though. Now stop horsing around.
I am no horse. Anyway,
Could have fooled me with that ugly mug.
Ouch.
head into the Vatican.
Okay, you walk into the Vatican. You are climbing the stairs to the Vatican and roll a reflex save.
I have to pull that up again. Do. Where's my saves? There it is.
No. Monkey's fine. Does the monkey care to help you? She's gonna roll a will save to see if he cares. No. So the monkey just power pulls up. And what you see happening is as you're walking by, there's all these pretty statues, and you're walking by, and all of a sudden you just hear and a giant explosion goes off right in your face. The monkey just power pulls up and dodges the whole thing, but you, sir, got hit directly.
Someone prox bombed the Vatican? Who proximity mines the Vatican?
And I'm sorry, Andrew, but you will be taking
Heads to the hospital on his first day there. Let's go.
sorry, Andrew, but you're going to be taking 34 damage.
It's alright, I still have 40 health.
So right in your face.
Ow.
You hear ambulances, the sound of sirens, ambulances, firefighters, you assume, are rushing to the aid. There are at least a dozen people injured. You can't tell if they're dead or not, but they're definitely severely wounded at the very least. And there are churchgoers in their robes and attire coming out with rags and water to try and aid these people, some of which look like they're pretty critically wounded.
So where did it blow up? On the stairs?
You were like walking up to the main entrance, and you walked by a statue, and it just blew up right in your face.
Terroroids.
What?
Nothing.
Okay. So are you doing anything, or are you just gonna lay there prone on the ground?
I mean, I guess I'll get up, cough up some blood, and continue walking in.
Oh, okay. You walk past a mass of churchgoers just attending to the wounds of all of the critically ill, and you just walk inside the Vatican.
Yep.
Okay, great. Good to know where your priorities lie.
With the people.
Not with the people.
These aren't even my people. These
Yeah.
are not my dudes.
You be not my dudes. Okay, yeah. So, so you just walk inside. You see a beautiful you see the Vatican. It's a wonderful.
You see it beautiful. You see the Vatican.
I mean, like, what do you want? I mean, I think we all know what it looks like. If you want me to describe it, you see ancient, not even ancient, like
It's a place.
Yeah, it's a place. It's styled after ancient Greek and Roman architecture, but it's much more modern. It's been kept up to date. It's beautiful, massive pillars,
So this is
stained
the
glass
Vatican
windows.
2.0.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You're in 2024. What do you expect to happen, man?
Classic historical buildings to remain classic and historical?
Nah.
Great to see we still have a great respect for history.
Yep. All right. Anything else, my good sir?
Well, I look for the game master, runner, master, priest, Mr. Sir.
You perception check. You ask Wukong. No, Wukong's like, he's not here.
What do you mean he's not
I don't
here?
know. Maybe he's going around his popely duties. He's not here. I don't know what they do nowadays, the churchgoers. He's not the Pope. Don't get misconstrued. I just meant that he was a religious figure. I don't know. Maybe he's tending to the people that got hit by a bomb. Gosh, what's wrong with
Why
you?
would he care, though? They're just normies.
I don't know. Maybe someone in the Catholic Church actually cares about those in danger and in need.
That's a funny joke. I think that's the most hilarious thing you've said to me all day.
Such insolence. All right, well, all I know is that he's not in the building right now, and either that or he's in some secret dungeon plotting away the destruction of the world that I can't send him by.
The latter is likely, but whatever. I guess I'll walk outside.
Okay, you walk outside. I mean, you can look around. Again, you're not going to see him. He's Wukong just says, "Not home."
Vacant lot.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, I guess I'll go to a hotel. Whichever one, the best one that's closest.
The best, closest one. Okay. Um, you just you make yourself down like 5 blocks, and it looks like a pretty decent hotel. And I mean, not much is really yeah. Again, not too many people are really that concerned about you walking around or whatever you're doing right now, because bomb just went off, and so a bunch of people are staring into that. So yeah, you just make your way to the hotel. Frazzled woman watching the TV right now. 13 people injured, 5 critically wounded.
14 people injured.
Oh my gosh, sir, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. You know, it's just a bomb in the face. It's nothing.
Oh, do you need to go to the hospital? I could contact the medical authorities immediately.
I'll be fine.
Are you
I
sure
just
you
need a
don't
room.
look well? Sure, not a problem. Which room would you like? We've got some beautiful river views. We've got the garden view. We've got a couple of penthouse suites still available.
Take a river view.
Wait, Andrew, do
Okay.
you speak Italian?
Yes, I took points into linguistics specifically for the learning of Italian.
He did. I can attest.
All right then.
It was when we learned that for every point you put into linguistics, you learn an entire new language.
Yep.
It's not for every point. I think it's for your
Nope.
int. It's your int mod.
No.
It changed.
If you put a point into linguistics, you get to learn a new language.
If you put a rank into it, if you put a skill rank into it, you learn a new language.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Oh, I don't think that's the rule, but okay.
Oh, it
Look it up.
definitely. We looked it up recently. It is.
So did I. It said int. Your int modifier. I don't know. Anyway.
So yeah. So she offers to get you a room, and she's going to charge you like, I don't know, €150 a night. She asks.
Yep, sure.
Okay, great. Are you so? How are you paying?
Cash.
Just whips out massive wad of cash and starts flipping dollar bills and just hands her €150 cash. Great.
You just use dollar bills and euros in the same sentence.
Semantics. So yeah. So you get a room. Are you tending to your wounds or anything?
Yeah. I use the first aid kit.
Use a
some
first aid kit.
bandages on,
Probably smart.
get some gauze.
Get some gauze.
Lay down. Try not to feel the internal hemorrhaging.
Wise words.
feel the internal hemorrhaging a lot.
Yeah, I feel it anyways. Wukong is just like, are you gonna treat that, or are you gonna stay in self-loathing all day?
Nah, I'm just gonna sleep it off.
Sleep it off. Mortals nowadays have no sense of self-preservation.
Not quite true.
Okay.
What else do you want me to do? Go to the hospital and say, hey, a bomb blew up in my face.
Wow.
I didn't get hurt very badly.
Why not? Plenty of people got hit by the bomb. You don't have to specify it's in your face.
Because then I have to deal with legal process of, oh, you were in a terrorist attack. Now we have to ask you questions and see if you were part of the terrorist attack. If you were the one that detonated the bomb. Which I think technically I was.
Yeah, 60-40. Well, anyways, I guess you could just rest it off. Hopefully whoever set that bomb for us isn't gonna come looking for us, because you're just kind of indiscriminately 5 blocks away at a hotel. And he's just like, anyways. And he just goes and
Actually,
sits down
wait.
somewhere in the corner.
Actually, before laying down, I saw something on the map.
Okay. What do you
I
want
go
to
to
do?
McDonald's. I'm gonna go to McDonald's.
Wait, I'm trying to remember where the McDonald's is. I know.
Directly north of the Vatican City area. McDonald's Roma Giulio Cesar? Cesar?
Okay.
I'm butchering this pronunciation absolutely
Okay.
atrociously.
So you're lying in bed. Internal hemorrhaging. Wait a minute. You know what would help with this?
McDonald's.
Some Mickey D's. And you just get up and start walking out of the room. And Wukong's like, they really have gotten weirder with age. And he
No,
just,
it's just me.
of course, I had to get the quirky one. And yeah, he jumps out the window and is down in the street now. And he's waiting for you. He's called a taxi. It's like, are you sure you're fine?
I'm gonna go eat some food, get my HP up.
Your HP. Is this like Pokemon?
No, it's well. I mean, I was just using the phrase because it's just a general term for someone's health in a video game, and those are fun. So.
Life's like a video game. Okay. Yep. Nope. One of the weird
I have
ones.
magic and monkey people with 10-ton poles.
Hey.
Is life not a video game?
Hey. 8-ton. She gets concerned about her weight sometimes.
Wouldn't heavier be better?
I think so, but she's worried about her figure.
Is your power pole sentient?
Who's asking?
Owain Tohsaka.
Not answering. Just gets in the cab.
What if I told you Kami was asking?
You're not my god. Back down.
Get in the cab and go off to McDonald's.
Okay, you're going to McDonald's. I'm
Is
trying to see.
Chaozu there?
I'm not a Pokemon. I'm a Chaozu.
It's a joke. Anyway, get some food.
Okay, you go and get some food. So yeah, you wait in this really long line. You get a burger, and they offer you wine with that meal, sir.
Yeah, sure, I'll take it.
Okay, they ought.
This is apparently Italy, where you get wine at McDonald's.
Hey, according to the Kingsman, wine and McDonald's goes really well together. So yeah, you get your McDonald's and wine, and you sit down. You're drinking it.
McDonald's and wine?
Yeah, McDonald's and wine. When in Rome.
Do as
What?
the Romies do.
I'm just getting glared at. This is good.
Racist.
It's Italy, land of the pious and depraved.
Exactly. There you go. Okay, so no,
Racist.
Andrew, roll a perception check.
Okay then. Hold that up again. And woo!
That's not a natural, right?
No, Quentin. I rolled a natural 34 perception.
Oh, this just tells me you rolled a 20.
What?
34 is the damage the bomb did to your face. You rolled
Oh.
a 20, sir.
Apparently, I needed to scroll down.
Yeah.
No, that's plus my 9, so I rolled an 11.
You feel being watched.
I will cast Detect Magic. If that is something that applies here.
You sense no magic.
Hey, Wukong.
Yeah, what do you need?
There are eyes on your back.
I've got a tail sticking out of my butt. What do you think?
I mean, like, do you feel like people are watching you right now?
I've got a tail on my butt. What do you think?
How does that apply?
Do you walk around with a tail often?
Not too often.
Not too often. When you do people stare at you like you're weird?
Not what I mean.
Okay, that's what I thought. Anyways, no, I mean, it's a little suspicious. I feel something, but it doesn't feel very threatening, just a little threatening.
I'm gonna look around and see if you can see anything that I can't.
There are no servants near us. I would sense that. Either that or it's assassin.
Maybe take a more careful look for assassin?
Who else is going to eat these 3 Big Macs and the 20-count nugget if I'm not here?
You are.
When?
minute.
You know, if I do this for you, can I get a Frosty?
McDonald's doesn't do Frosties, but we can get you a sundae, yes.
No, I want a Frosty. We gotta go to Wendy's.
We'd have to find a Wendy's.
Fine. Can we go to Rita's for Italian ice? Wait, no, we're in Rome. Can we get real Italian ice?
Yes.
Do Italians really make Italian ice?
I don't know.
Do they?
Do they?
All right,
You
so
would know.
Wukong hits you on the head with a stick, and he's like, "I'll be back." Poof. You don't see him anymore. You sense him, he's around, and you hear his voice. Not in the garbage can, not in the trash can, not in the deep fryer, not in the smokestack, not in the women's restroom.
Smokestack?
Yeah, what do you think they do with all the fumes? They gotta go somewhere.
I wouldn't expect it to be in like a smokestack, like a truck.
What do you know about large cities? I don't know. How many metal pipes do you know sticking out of roofs, like putting out CO2 are there? I love how he faints at the smokestack and not the women's restroom. All right, I like this guy.
I know who you are. It doesn't surprise me.
He's walking around and he's like, bearded man, other bearded man in black clothes, bearded man in a robe, woman in a short skirt, bearded man, not bearded
A lot
man.
of bearded men.
Yeah, either that or I'm seeing the same man.
Are they all different?
One guy's got a real nice big bushy beard. He's the one wearing the black.
Is he wearing
Some of them just have mustaches. No. No sunglasses.
Just wearing black. Okay.
Wearing black.
Does he have anything other than black clothes on him?
Yeah. Black pants, black shirt, black boots.
Those are clothes.
Shoes count as clothes? Do shoes count as clothes? That's a really good question. He's got a black briefcase on him, but it's like more of a satchel, less of a briefcase now that I think about it. I mean, I don't sense anything from him, so he's either nothing or assassin.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't sense anything from him?
He seems like a normal human.
Okay. Just making sure that he that he's not exuding the normal senses that a plain human would.
No, he's definitely doing that, but I mean, that's also what assassin can do. They can just mask the fact that they're a servant. That's how they ninja around.
Fair enough.
Can I come in for my 20 count? Can we make it
Yes.
40? Okay.
That's-
Glad you said yes. He walks in.
mm.
He finishes his 3 Big Macs and his 40 count nugget, and he wants some Italian ice.
How?
Italian nice, actually.
I haven't eaten in a couple of centuries. That's how.
Andrew, he's a guy.
I don't think that's how that works, though. I'm pretty sure you've been summoned from basically the last point that you were alive, which means to you, you haven't eaten since the last time you ate normally.
What? You think I mean, no food really tastes good after you've been in heaven. And once you get kicked out, well, food sucks. But
So you
this...
just didn't eat?
What? Yeah, I was waiting for the Big Mac. What's wrong with you?
Centuries ago!
Humanity has to offer. Gonna mix it with this nice rosé. He twirls a bottle of wine with his tail and drinks it.
The Big Mac is the best thing humanity has to offer.
Well, no, you're right. We did go to a sushi bar. That was pretty good. So was the company.
You mean the strippers?
He's got me pegged. All right. Anyways, what is this Italian ice? See,
It's ice.
let's.
It's
Mm-hmm.
ice, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Soaked in the blood of
short like
Italians.
The accordion.
Doesn't sound like it's gonna be flavorful.
It's a racially charged joke.
I don't get it. He turns to some random guy on the street. This guy thinks he's funny.
I am.
And the man who's walking by Wukong immediately starts laughing. See, I know how to tell a good joke.
That wasn't a joke. That was suspicious. He laughed as you said, "This guy thinks he's funny."
That's because I'm funnier than you. What's wrong?
That wasn't a joke. That man laughing is suspicious. Is it not?
Do you want me to go hunt him down?
No.
Maybe he was just laughing out because he was nervous. Maybe he's laughing because of my comic genius.
Okay, let's go get some Ritas.
Ritas.
I
What is this Ritas you speak of?
It's a place like McDonald's, but they sell.
Ooh, they've got hamburgers there too.
No, it's a restaurant that does Italian ice.
I feel like we get something more authentic, something more expensive, with a nice rosé.
You want Italian ice wine?
This is an intriguing concept I did not consider.
I don't know that anywhere. So, whatever.
We could make it. All right, to the library. He starts walking away.
Okay, off to the library then.
Following the leader.
Keep an eye out for suspicious persons of interest.
Okay. Sure. Perception check?
Tweety bean.
You still just feel like you're being watched. You can't see anyone.
I wonder what would happen if I just, like, murdered a bunch of normies outright. Or, like, went to a gas plant and cast fireball.
You know what, Andrew? You do you. I'm not going to tell you what kind of attention that's going to bring you, but you will get some.
But who is gonna know?
Ruler class is a thing.
They never stepped in on someone massacring a bunch of normies before.
You don't know this ruler. Anyways, so yeah, you're just walking in the library. Wukong's talking about how he is going to be the culinary expertise of the future, and he's going to make the best wine Italian ice that anyone's ever tasted.
So what is your wish, by the way?
Are you an ignoramus?
No.
Do you read a mythology book ever?
Yes.
Do you know anything about me?
Just kind of wanted to hear it from your own lips.
Ah,
Instead of just making inferences based on possibly skewed historical texts
God,
about
this
you.
is stupid. Okay. While the Big Mac was good, nothing tastes quite like the food in heaven. I'd love to go back there, but I'm just kicked out, the whole thing. Fought a third of the army. Kind of pissed that I could beat them because I'm the best. But besides the point, they weren't too happy. They kicked me out.
Why don't you just go back and kick all their asses?
Because then I would have to kill everyone in heaven, and then there wouldn't be good food. Or hot women. What's wrong with you? The logic, sir. I can just wish to get back in there. And in the meantime, I get to kick other servants' butt and prove that I'm the best myth on top of being a god again.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty sweet deal. So what are you looking for exactly?
The library.
What are you
Do you
looking
know
for
where it is?
in them?
Culinary books. We gotta make wine Italianist. What's wrong with you? Do not pay
I guess
attention.
I'd roll knowledge local then.
Right? There's a bearded man. No, false alarm. Keeps walking.
Bearded man wearing black with a briefcase?
I don't know. I just got a vague suspicion, but then it went away.
You wanna look into it?
Yeah, I did look into it. It went away.
Hang on. Did you see where it went?
Dark alley that way.
Oh, there. It's probably one of the either a servant or a master or someone working for one of the two.
All right. He just sticks his power pole out in front of him and pushes himself back to the alley and he grabs you with his tail. What? It's okay. I can knock them all out if they get too suspicious. Just starts walking back there with his power pole and he's like, hey, anyone in a black trench coat around here? See? Looked into it. No one's here.
You're suspiciously lax about this.
Fine. You want me to actually take a look around?
Yes.
But
Kind of what I mean when I say take a look around.
lifts up a dumpster, nothing in there. Opens up a door. Hi, lady, taking a shower. Closes it. Walks in.
Who has a door to the outside in their bathroom?
Could be a window. Like a tall,
he,
long window.
Yeah, but it's a door.
he just jumps up in the alley and just starts peeping in people's doors. There's a putty tat. Closes that window. Jumps over to the next one. No. See, nothing. I sensed something, but then it went away. It didn't even sense like a servant either.
Could be someone working for one of the masters. Either way, if you see it again, if it shows its face again, we are totally going to interrogate it and murder-inate it.
All right.
Alrighty. So I guess I'd roll knowledge local and look for the library.
Sure.
Oh, that's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, and also you have a map on you, probably. I assumed you picked one out of a tourist guide somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, you just find the nearest library. There's a bunch of libraries in Rome. I mean, you could always go to College Town and go to the College Town library where they'd have all the books. You could also go to the government library. It depends on how far you want to travel.
What's the biggest one?
Biggest one that you would find useful is probably the College Town Library, but that's literally on the opposite side of Rome.
No, we don't have that. It's the closest one, I guess. Then.
There's just a regular library down in the Vatican City. You can just go to that.
Alright.
Okay, so you make your way south of McDonald's and you start going down to the Vatican City. You pass the Catholic Church and everything. Do you want to stop and sightsee in the Vatican?
I've already been to the Vatican. I got blown up there.
No. Vatican City, not the Vatican. The Vatican's the church. The Vatican City's the whole city thing. It's like a touristy place.
And what would be the point?
I don't know. Sightseeing?
Wasting time?
Yeah. Okay, fine. You just keep making your way to the library. You make your way down to the library near the Vatican City, and you go in, and it is a library. Wukong makes his way down to the culinary section. And he starts pulling out a good couple hundred books and starts to walk out of the library. Then you hear a receptionist going, excuse me, you have to pay for those. And he keeps walking out.
You mean
Do you have a library card?
I can get one?
All right. So he hands you a paperwork, stamps a piece of paper, hands that to you, and he's like, it'll be a $50 appliance fee.
An expensive library, but fine.
Okay, you hand the man 50 euros and you fill out your sheet of paper. It takes you like 15 minutes. Wukong's just sitting out on the front steps. No, Wukong's sitting out in a tree with a stack of books on his tail.
You keep interchanging euro with dollar.
Well, I also say gold. It's synonymous. They're all about the same. The euro's a little bit better than the dollar right now.
Yeah, by like 40%.
It was like 0.14%.
1 euro is like $1.40 right now.
I thought it was like $1 and like 0.14 cents.
No, it went up a while back.
The dull hair €2. Yes, we did. The dollar to euro. Why is it telling me feet?
1.24, sorry, not 1.44.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go America. So yeah, Wukong's just sitting up in a tree. He's got the stack of books on his tail that he's balancing, and he's just reading one at a time. No, throws it on the ground. No, throws it on the ground. No, throws it on the ground. And he goes through, and he's sitting there for like 15 minutes until he's gotten through like 35 books, and he's like, I'm bored, and drops them and starts to walk away. And he's like, so where's this read us?
Are you still on that?
What? Italian ice? Yeah.
Let's find a place to do that. During the walk, what would you be doing right now if you were the master?
Who, me?
In the Holy Grail War.
Me?
Yeah.
Finding up a place to make a base? Probably.
Pretty much the hotel, but...
You could just set a base in a random schmuck's hotel?
No, why not?
Okay.
Why not?
You didn't even buy a nice room. You bought random room number 13C.
No, I bought a Riverview room.
Sure, random Riverview room 13R.
It's Riverview.
It stands for random.
No, it stands for river.
It stands for random.
Get out to the river from there, shoot projectiles from out the window into the river from there.
Clearly well thought through.
Electrify the entirety of the river with lightning.
Not how that works, but okay.
Not quite.
Okay, anyways, so sure. Yeah, no, I would be making a base, try and set traps, look for other masters.
Don't exactly have the spells for traps.
Not particularly. You can always go back to the Vatican and see if the judge is there. So when you meant you wanted the person running the Grail Wars, did you mean you wanted ruler class or what?
I wanted Kire.
Kire's not there.
I'm not. It's okay. I don't mean like literally Kire. I mean the equivalent of him for this war, because there's always someone from the Catholic Church running the war. You know, like Mr. Father Man, priest dude who had like his whole arm covered in command seals.
I want to do something so bad, but I can't.
What is it that you want to do?
Father Anderson.
That would be hilarious.
Can't do it. Copyright infringement. Anyways, so yeah.
What do you mean it's just a copyright infringement? It's fair use of a parody. You're parodying parody. I'm pretty sure that falls under fair use and parody.
Possibly. No. Rule. So basically, Wukong is like, well, if you read the guidebook, he pulls out a sheet of paper and then just drops it and it dissipates. He's like, you'd know that there isn't really a human overseeing this one because they thought it'd be too bloody, too gory. They wouldn't be able to handle themselves. So they just have a really strict ruler class this year.
Where do I find him?
Well, you looked at the Vatican, didn't you?
Hmm.
I just said he wasn't home. Like I said, he might have been outside helping some of the people from the bomb.
I thought we looked outside for him.
I saw some bald guy.
Did he seem powerful?
He could take you in a fight.
Fight like wrestling or fight like all out magic?
Yes.
All right, smart ass. I'm heading back to the Vatican.
Okay, you head back to the Vatican. You see a bunch of reporters flooding the scenes. It's almost impossible to get in. You see a bunch of helicopters, some construction crews, a bunch of priests, a couple of eyewitnesses giving testimonies.
Cast invisibility greater.
On.
Myself and Wukong?
Wukong's like, I already do this. And you're invisible, and because you cast invisibility on him, you can see him, but then he goes invisible. And you just see a line of people move out of the way.
I guess I walk in the now void of people.
Okay, you just walk there. Everyone's kind of shouting like, "Ah, what's touching me?"
You said he moved them, so I'm walking where they were moved from.
No, I know. Those people are all like, "Ah, what's touching me? Why am I being moved?"
Oh.
A bunch of screaming. A couple of people are falling over. Camera guys drops his camera, and Wukong just goes, "Ha! You get that. It's what you deserve, stupid camera people." Press.
What have you got against cameramen?
What?
What have you got against cameramen?
He's not filming me.
Okay then. Just gonna sneak my way into the Vatican.
Okay, you attempt to sneak into the Vatican with about a dozen reporters, helicopters, and priests walking around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna roll.
invisible. I'm
One of the
invisible.
priests. One of the priests grabs you by the arm and he's like, "There's no need for that."
Reporters.
So who cares?
I don't
What's your
like
business
'em.
casting? What's your business casting magic around here, anyways?
Getting past the reporters?
What are you doing in the Vatican?
Looking for a ruler.
Hospital right now, tending to the people from the bomb.
Why is
Yeah,
the
they're so quiet.
overseer? Why is the overseer of the Holy Grail War at a hospital taking care of people wounded in a bomb accident?
Because
We have doctors for that!
he took them to the hospital and he's staying to make sure that they recover all right.
Why does he care?
Why don't you care?
No, like,
You
why
need
does
some
he...
Jesus! And he sprinkles holy water on you.
Why does he care so much about the individual people when this is the Holy Grail War? Multitudes of people are probably going to get hurt just due to the reckless,
He gasps. And
due
he
to the
and he
callous recklessness of Berserker,
hits
likely writer.
he hits your thigh with a Bible and says, "How dare you?" It's like, no, this is going to be a very civil Grail War this year.
Do you know the definition of a war?
Yes, we proudly took place in the Crusades and slew many barbarians.
Proudly, okay. So you do understand that in war, lots of people die.
But civilians, man.
Yes,
These people didn't.
civilians especially. What do you call Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
Tragedies.
Lots of people dying in a war.
Tragedies. Something that should be prevented at all costs. Try not to catch civilians in your crossfire. It's not that hard.
I'm not gonna try to catch them in
No mages
my
aren't even supposed to
crossfire.
know of your existence here. We are in Rome. This is the capital where the Catholic Church is, if you have forgotten. We don't want to make too big of a statement.
Yeah, but still, there's always gonna be the grade A idiots who don't care. Lest you forget the incident so many years ago where Castor showed up in the middle of a lake and hospitalized hundreds.
An unfortunate tragedy overlooked by the ruler class, and we took care of it
There
this year.
was no ruler class then.
That's the unfortunate tragedy, and why we took care of it this year. Don't worry, we summoned a good one. And he just starts to walk away.
They're all idiots. It's like talking to a wall made of papers from the Bible, and they've all been soaked. I go to the hospital then.
Okay. Are you walking everywhere?
No, I'm getting taxis everywhere.
Okay, I'm just gonna subtract like
Money, yeah.
$500.
$500 for taxi cabs
No, because you spent.
around the Vatican City area.
Well, let's talk about this. You spent $150 at a hotel. You bought Wukong McDonald's. You're
Yeah,
paying.
probably a grand total of 50. Okay, I see where your point is for that one.
Okay. You've taken how many taxi cabs now? You paid for a library card.
No, 4.
You paid for your library card.
Which was
You're-
absurdly priced, by the way, if I must say so. 50 euros for a freaking library card.
So yes. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna charge you $500 for the night, and I'll just say any of your expenses are covered, unless you do something outrageous.
Like, buy the casino.
Yes, like that, Andrew.
Not like I could afford it.
Okay, so you go into the hospital then. What do you do?
I ask Wukong to look around for some particularly powerful entities.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
I don't know. I don't see the bald guy anywhere. I assume that was Ruler. I don't sense him.
Ask, go to the receptionist.
Okay, you go up to the receptionist. She says, "Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
A little.
Do you need to get a doctor?"
Probably not. Probably just some first aid. And I'll
Okay.
be fine.
Fill out this form. Take this paperwork. Go sit over there, and we'll wait for a nurse to come over to you.
I did have a question in addition to
Oh,
that.
pardon
Hang on,
me.
Jaden's in the spot for. Jaden, you're blocking Andrew's picture. Hold on.
Get out
Oh.
of my face.
I don't know how. Can I reorder you guys?
Hmm?
Just kick Jaden for the moment. We'll wrap up in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna be done soon.
Yeah. Can you tell him to pop out for a minute? He's blocking Andrew. I can't change names mid-game or mid-session.
Alright, so, I was gonna ask her about the bald man.
We have plenty of bald
Not
patients
just-
who come through.
That is not what I was going to ask in particular.
You said I ask about the bald man.
No, I said I was going to. I was
Okay, then
going
what
to
are you gonna do?
describe the particulars about the bald man. What he was wearing, what he looked like, whether or not he had a beard.
Okay. Wait, so you ask about the particulars of the bald man? Is that what you say? I wish to know the particulars of the bald man?
No!
What do you say then, Andrew?
I describe the bald man to her
Mm-hmm.
and ask if someone like this has passed through, probably with a large crowd of injured people from the explosion at the Vatican Church earlier.
So wait, how do you describe him?
I don't remember. I perception checked him. You told me he was bald.
Who?
The bald man that Wukong keeps
Oh.
referring to.
Oh, back in the Vatican?
Yes!
Oh, yeah, that's all you know is that he's bald.
Wukong, what's he look like?
I don't know. Did you try the word priest?
Was there a bald priest that happened to come in, probably with a large number of injured people from an explosion earlier?
Oh, yes, indeed. He's right upstairs on the 3rd floor.
I would like to speak with him if possible.
Well, he's rather busy right now, tending to some of the wounded.
Why is a priest doing that in the hospital? Shouldn't that be your doctors?
Well, I mean, of course, the doctors are, but he's praying over them.
I see. Well then, I guess I'll go wait in the waiting room, and I think that's probably a good place to end.
Okay. You are sitting in the waiting room for 3 hours, and then you see the bald priest walk down the stairs, and we will end with that. Imagine Godfist Lee Sin in monk robes. Or like priest robes.
Catholic priest.
No, I'm sorry. Like, he's in like, well, I guess, yeah, priest robes. But yeah, priest robes. But like, he's in robes.
Gonna say.
He's in robes.
The Catholic priest is wearing, like, Buddhist monk robes?
No. Like I was thinking like the black robes that some of them wore, and they had the the robes.
Okay.
Yeah, robes with a cross. He is completely bald, but the man looks built.
So wait.
And he bows to the receptionist and he says, "I have taken care of all of your sick and injured. Please do not hesitate if they need any further aid whatsoever. You know where to contact me." And he's going to leave. And we will end there.
Alright, and scene. See
Woo.
you guys on the next run.
Kita